Looking to dive into a seriously glitzy, over-the-top 80s drama? Check out Covergirl. This 1984 Canadian flick throws you right into the wild, flashy world of modelling, back when big hair, neon lights and synth music ruled. Directed by Jean-Claude Lord, it follows the ups and downs, mostly downs, of chasing fame, and how things can get pretty messy when ambition and control start mixing. They spent about 5.8 million Canadian bucks on this thing, filmed mostly in Toronto and Montreal, and fun fact, it was called Dream World while they were working on it back in '81. Expect that classic kitschy Canadian tax shelter vibe, a mishmash of drama, romance and campy 80s visuals, inspired by the rise of the supermodel. No, it wasn't a huge hit, but it's a total time capsule. So what's the story? Meet Kit Paget, played by Irena Ferris, who's making a living as a fashion model in New York. But things have kinda stalled. She's got 2 roommates in her Manhattan townhouse, Dee, who's secretly hustling as a prostitute, and Avril, who's totally cracking under the pressure of the biz. Then Kit's life takes a wild turn when her taxi bumps into the limo of T.C. Sloan, Jeff Conaway, a cocky, rich tech dude who's into gadgets and throwing his money around. He's annoying at first, but after he crashes one of her shows, buys up all the furs, and basically puts Kit front and center, she gets swept up in his world. Cue a montage with fireworks, islands, neon, the works, a proper 80s romance. There's even a robot butler in his tricked-out apartment. But Sloane's not just about flashy gifts. He buys out Kit's contract, takes over her career, and starts calling all the shots. Kit's not having it though. She wants to be her own woman. Even as her friends deal with their own disasters, she faces a creepy photographer, and Sloane's business starts to tank. It all leads up to her big moment in the spotlight, but the film doesn't shy from showing just how toxic and rough the business can be. Behind the scenes, Covergirl leans into every 80s cliché: sunken living rooms, arcade games. There's even a Pac-Man mix-up with Atari noises, robots, and all that pink neon goodness. You'll hear tracks like You Are My One and Only by Mindy Sterling and Snuffy Walden, and spot robots from Jean Bailey's Android Amusement Crew. Yep, same folks who set up robots at the Playboy Club back in the day. Even though it's set in Manhattan, most of it's pure Canada, which just adds to the weird, offbeat energy. So how was it received? A kind of a mixed bag. It's rocking a 4.6 out of 10 from IMDb users, not exactly setting the world on fire. Rotten Tomatoes barely has any reviews. Some fans love the kitschy glamour and call it a fun, if cliché, take on how hard fame is to get, while others found it pretty cheesy, overacted and cringy, especially Jeff Conaway's big light meter heart speech. Still, it keeps getting rediscovered. There are film analysis threads, a few podcast shoutouts, and you can grab it on Blu-ray, find used VHS tapes, or just stream it on YouTube. Long story short, Covergirl is a total 80s spectacle, the kind of movie you watch for the wild fashions, dramatic music, and so bad it's good vibes. If you love retro films or just want something totally different about the modelling world, give it a spin. You'll get plenty of nostalgia and maybe a few laughs out of it. Watch for our vitriolic review of Covergirl on the Movies of the 80s Substack. Subscribe to Movies of the 80s for more 80s movie nostalgia.